morning and how do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Seth Julian. Welcome you to today's briefing. Today, of course, is the 23rd of February, 2023. It's 8:39 GMT, and we are looking at the price chart of Nvidia Corporation, and that red line is the overlay of the Intel Corporation. These two firms, Intel, of course, is the largest chip manufacturer in the Milky Way galaxy, and Nvidia is a close second. Their fortunes have plummeted. They've been in the news a lot lately for a lot of reasons. None of which is their outstanding stock price. As you can see, it's declined. They've all declined very steadily since the end of since the pandemic recovery started to slow the end of 2021. That is because the demand for PCs in particular has plummeted. After the pandemic struck and many people who were working from home upgraded their home facilities and bought a lot of computers, they stopped. Upgrading is not a constant effect, it's a one-off thing, and it's slowed to a pace. But there's also more to this story. A great deal of the chip manufacturing was taking place in East Asia. That's going to change. The Americans have decided that they don't want to leave their supply chains hostage to the Chinese Communist Party, so they're moving production back onto their own shores. They are currently slated to spend something on the order of $30 billion on two fabrication facilities in Ohio, and they're betting on the future. Their stock price doesn't reflect that as yet, but they released earnings reports Tuesday for Intel, yesterday for Nvidia, and the prospects are not good in the short term. So, what does this mean for us as traders? Well, I would not be long either of these stocks, and if I were, I would consider liquidating my position. I would consider shorting them, particularly Intel. This is the Intel graph, this orange line here. Intel's got a long way to plow back. Intel's a giant corporation. They're continuing to report losses on a quarterly basis. I believe they'll be back. Their fortunes have gone up and down over the decades, but Intel is a powerhouse, and I think it will be back, but not today. We are looking at shorting opportunities in two of the giant chip makers of the world. I would say just one thing to distinguish Nvidia from Intel. Intel makes chips, well, they make chips for everybody, but they're principally employed in the production of personal computers. Nvidia, on the other hand, makes a series of chips referred to commonly as graphic processors. However, these graphic processors are used for heavy-duty regular processing. One of the things that led up to this huge boom was the use of Nvidia chips in cryptocurrency creation, because as their name implies, there's a great deal of cryptography involved in creating and managing the blockchain. The cryptography is a highly quantitative undertaking. Nvidia is likely to benefit from ChatGPT, if you're familiar with that revolution. ChatGPT, just to digress for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, is where search, or as they call them, search engines, always were going to go. Now we can talk to these things in full language. We can give it background and ask for a full response. And Nvidia chips are intimately involved in that artificial intelligence process. Nvidia's prospects look better than Intel's, but in the meantime, I would not be long either of them. I would short these stocks because in the short term, they're going to take massive capital expenses in investment to relocate their production facilities from East Asia to the West. And so until those investments start to bear fruit in terms of actual production and therefore profit to cover the investment, these two stocks are likely to be good shorting opportunities. So that's going to do it for today, and ladies and gentlemen, the chip giants Intel and Nvidia on the downswing. I'm your host, Seth Julian, wishing you all, ladies and gentlemen, the ability to trade with confidence. Halas for now.